But F it, I'm just gonna do that. That's it. This is the list. These characters are like, wow!
This is the worst list in the world, Nath. I hate you.
This is hard. Now I know when I watch these tier list videos, I'm like, man, I disagree with that. This should be here. And now I'm doing it. I'm like, shit.
Don't you worry about me, baby.
So I think what I wanted to do today, what I wanted to do today, because I know the new season's coming out soon. I want to do my own tier list. I want to do my own tier list because I think, whilst I'm not very good at Tekken itself, I think I have a pretty good judge on power levels in the game. So I think it'd be pretty interesting to do one.
Don't you worry about me, baby.
So I think, so this is a Tekken 8 tier list, and this is for the whole year. And there's a lot of, I'm basing my tier list on a number of things. Some of those things specifically are tournaments, tournament placings, and also general popularity of characters and ease of use. So even though, for example, I really hate Eddie Gordo, this guy sucks. He's not that strong. He's not that strong. So I'm not going to be putting him on SSS tier because I can't deal with him. Or like most people can't deal with him. I'm kind of judging it on the fact that, like, if you're a professional player and you know every single character and what they do, how good is that character then if, like, you remove all the gimmicks and the cheesiness? So Eddie, he's full of cheese, right? He's a omelette du fromage, right? But once you learn the matchup and you understand how he works and things, the best he is a casino. That's the best he is. Should we start with the S tiers? It's pretty easy. Bing bong. Where are you, you little bastard? Where is he? Bing bong. So there needs to be an SS and an S. These 5 characters are actually ridiculous. It could technically a top 6 and you'd add this one here. Because she is ridiculous as well. In the past before, like, this character was really bad, but with the changes and the added heat and the ease of use and the fact that he's got a body that's completely different to any human in the game, your combos need to be adjusted. The way he operates needs to be adjusted. He doesn't play like the others. He breaks almost all the rules. And he's got one of the best he has one of the best heats in the game, and that's the new mechanic in Tekken. So obviously they're promoting heat mechanic works and how it operates. I'm not describing it very well, but he abuses it the best out of all of these guys. And you'll see a common trend with all of the tops is that their heat usage is incredible. Law's heat usage is amazing. Jin's heat smash is absolutely amazing. Nina's chip with heat is incredible. Kuma's is really strong as well. He'll do 5 electrics and then he'll hit you with the heat smash, and it does about that much grey health. It's crazy. The last 3 major tournaments, one was in the Southeast, one was in Europe literally a week ago, and the Tekken World Tour, the first Tekken World Tour tournament for Tekken 8 was won by Kuma. He's always been known to be the worst character in the game until Tekken 8, pretty much. So he is strong. I don't care what people say. Like, he's too easy to use. He has the highest win rate in like in ranked. He has the highest win rate, and he's winning tournaments, big tournaments. So all of these characters are extremely easy to use now. Law got really dumbed down. He used to be a very hard character. Now he's really easy. Jin used to be a really hard character. Now he's super easy. Nina is a very character-specific character, probably the most out of all these 5, and she got dumbed down a lot as well. You don't need to do all of her difficult stuff if she's so strong that you only need to use like 1 or 2 of the moves. So that's why I think these guys are outclassed. They outclass everyone else. If I had to make an S tier list, oh my gosh, Yoshi's another one. Oh, there's too many. Okay, swap it. I would do that. I forgot about Yoshi. Dragonov's gone down a bit in my books because he has been target nerfed quite a lot, but these guys haven't. They've kind of been under the radar for some reason. So that's how I would do it. And I think as we do this tier list, it will change when I think about it. Yeah, I mean, I would do this. This is what I think is maybe S. I might add some more. So Eliza's here. She's literally borderline here. If I wasn't trying to do top 5, top 10s or whatever, she'd be up here. She's ridiculous. She used to be quite a basic character that is kind of like Eddie Gordo. Like really low skilled players would really struggle against her. But the high players would, the really high skilled players wouldn't struggle at all. It's not the case now. She's good in low skill, medium skill, high skill tournament play. She's really strong. She's just way too much damage. Her chainsaw mode is too strong, and you can't use the mechanics of Tekken to beat her. So before you were able to sidestep a lot of her attacks and use the 3D plane to move around her. Now that's not the case. Now she uses the 3D plane, and you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to. You have to use the 2D plane and guess high or low, basically. There are some characters that I would like to put here, but I just feel like you need to work too hard to have them there. Anyway, Dragunov, I've already spoken. He's been nerfed quite a lot. He's still bloody strong. Still really strong. Shaheen is really... He's difficult to place because no one plays him, but the things he has is ridiculous. Like insanely fast, high guard break that then he can delete your grey health, which is crazy. Shaheen can literally mix you up if he's going to go high, mid or low, and if you stand and you block it and he goes high, he can delete your health completely. I think he's got a perfect throw game. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But if he doesn't, then it still doesn't change the fact that he's got all the tools in the book to get rid of you, and he's a very, very, very simple character. Clive has the same situation. He's very, very, very simple. His game plan's very, very, very simple, but his fundamental tools are too good. He's got a very, very long range. He's very, very hard to sidestep. He's a true and true sword character in a fist game. And to be completely honest, his small Tekken is not that bad. When I mean small Tekken, I mean like very small jabs, little punches here and there. Big Tekken is like when you blast like a backflip or something, and it does a big move and does big damage. But we're talking about small Tekken, and he's good at everything basically. He's kind of like Jin, but easier. Brian is very high skill, high mechanics, but he does so much damage. I think he does the most damage out of all these guys except for Kuma. He out damages everybody. Claudia is very simple to use, extremely high damage. Beng is got every tool in the book, and has the best lows in the game outside of Yoshimitsu. That's why they're there. For A, and this is, I'll say this is in order, I would say. I know what the B's are. This is a B. This is hard. Now I know when I watch these tier list videos, I'm like, man, I disagree with that. This should be here. And now I'm doing it. I'm like, shit. I just, when I think of Lily, for example, I can't imagine Lily being as good as these guys. I just can't see it. She'd be up here, but then I can't see her being as good. Okay, we need another list. All right, never mind. We need to make like Ultra Mega S. I don't know about Panda. I just have no idea. I've not seen any pandas in this game. Leo is up here. He is nasty. She or she is not. I don't know what they are. I don't think Raven's that bad either, but I just don't think there's any good Raven players out there, to be honest. Which is really strange. So if I started to try and order this, Kazuya's up here somewhere. Rain is up here somewhere. Lydia's up here somewhere. Lee is a bit of a weird one. Orang is... Nah, Victor's way up here as well. Sorry, guys. Leo is strong. I don't think Heihachi's as good as the others, but I mean, I'm biased, aren't I? So who would be the best in A? Because at this point, right, so every character has kind of similar tools to one another, right? But the reason why they're B, for example, If you go on the philosophy that some characters are designed to be a casino, like you just have to guess what they're going to do and it's always a 50-50, then technically Eddie should be like here. He should be like in the middle. Because if you are true random, then you would lose against him 50% of the time. If it's true random, but the problem is that when you go against a player, they aren't true random. They tend to have a pattern, and they tend to have a pattern that can be read. So it's very, very interesting. Honestly, if I was really biased, I would say Heihachi's tracking is so crap that he's got to be down there somewhere. But it's when he hits Ultra Instinct mode, he's so bloody good. He's like SSS. I wouldn't even say, honestly, I would value safeness fairly low, to be honest. For example, here, this guy here, he has pretty much 0 safe lows unless he charges his swipe, right? He doesn't actually need to 50-50 you if he just wipes your bar with grey damage and then just kicks you once. Like, in a fighting game, you have to take risks. You have to. Like, it's just part of the game. And like panic tools as well. Like, Heihachi doesn't have any panic tool. Or what is he going to do? Like, it's going to dick jab you. Like, that's it, pretty much. Yeah, it's a weird one. This character does stupid amounts of damage. I'm just trying to figure this out. Xiao Yu, honestly, call me a bigot, but I personally think there's not a very good Xiao Yu representative player. But if there was like a Ni who played Xiao Yu, straight up there. There is no way a character that can do 60-70 damage on a low sweep combo in Hypnotist. There's no way this character is just here. She should be here. She's so blooming strong. But there isn't a strong representation in a tournament. Like, everyone who plays Xiao Yu, they just, I don't know. They just don't seem to have good fundamentals. Or is that just me? Is that just me? Oh, that's another thing, right? Like, cheese factor is a huge thing, especially in tournaments. People say like you can't get cheese in tournaments because of the pro players, but like there was so much cheese that I saw this year. Like that dude that just randomly picked Yoshi, he was out the tournament and he beat Ulsan with Yoshi, and he doesn't even play Yoshi. Like what? What? And then there's free Kuma, big win tournament winners. Rangchu winning Tekken World Tour. Like, I said cheese doesn't matter, but all these characters have tons of cheese. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just a cheese tier list, you know? Like, you got mozzarella, you got gorgonzola, you got Stilton, you got cheddar cheese, you got... What else? You know? It's so difficult to judge. Leroy will be way up there. He's the biggest cheese of all cheeses. Hey Blackheart, thanks for this follow. Almost got that wrong there. Do you know what? I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna be controversial. I want to put this character here. This character's so strong. She's really strong. And I think a lot of people struggle against her, I won't lie. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't care what people think. I think it's like this. I think Kazuya is way better than the other Mishimas except for Reina. Leroy is incredibly strong though. Oh. I don't know. This is tough. I feel like as well in this game. So it looks like, oh well, if SS is the most common like row, then that means they're not overpowered, right? That means they're fine. That means they're balanced, right? That's what it looks like. You see? But I feel like they're all a little bit overtuned. They can all do with a bit of adjustment. If the game was like around here, I think the game would be more fun. Like, this is good. Like, Steve, he's not bad. He's a good character. If everyone was balanced like Steve and Paul and Azucena, this game would be really fun. And the game is fun, but I think it would be way more fun if if it's just around this sweet spot. This is a really good sweet spot, this row. But like, this is where it's like, whoa, they have a little bit too much. Like when Kazuya is in heat mode, your life bar disappears instantly and you are in the casino. You are in that casino. All these characters do far too much damage. These characters are like, wow, what is going on, you know? I just feel like if it was around here, if they dialed them all back just a smidge, so we're floating around here, the game would be way, way more fun. Yeah. Because it just, you know, when you guess wrong against King, that's 50% of your life. You do one more guess wrong and you're dead. That's the same with Claudio. If you hit if he hits a counter hit while running 2, you're literally dead. Literally. Zhao Yu's the same. She used to do no damage, and now she does tons of damage. This Feng is a criminal. Brian takes 70% of your health if he wants to. You see the pattern? Like, all these characters, they have really good panic tools and insanely high damage. Like, it almost breaks the game when they heat dash and do the extensions, and then there's like, it doesn't help that, you know, all the stages, right? They have like mechanics where like it blows up and then you do even more damage. It's like, how? If there was no like destructibles in a stage, maybe the game would be more fun and it would be squished. But at this point, because there's destructibles and there's heat dash, by the time one person has finished their attack, it feels really oppressive and you'll just die, and then the next round comes. So, see what I mean? It's just a bit... These characters here, they don't really all do that much damage. They're fairly okay. The same... Heihachi does tons and tons of damage. He's probably the most damaging one. Like, he should be top 5. But the linearity and the fact that he can't really do much if he gets jumped on, there's no way he can come out of it. He just has to use pure fundamental Tekken. Like, he's around here and it feels good. So all of these just need turning up. I think this is, if I had to do a first draft, this is my end of season 1 tier list. And I'm very biased, obviously. This is my experience mostly on ranked Tekken and also watching tournaments. And you always see these characters in tournament. Always see these characters in tournament. You do see Zafina, so she probably goes up here actually. She's probably here, to be honest, to be quite frank. She's probably there. But I can't put her in the same list as a Dragunov. There's no way. There's no way she's in the same tier as Dragunov. There's no way. Like, he is the staple boy of this bracket. If you mentioned like, oh yeah, Shaheen's just as good as Dragunov, or Elisa is better than Dragunov, then I'd say you've got a point here. Clive is better than Dragunov. Yeah, I'll be like, you might have a point here. I agree. You know. If you asked for these, I'd say no, none of them are better than Dragunov. None of these are better than Dragunov. None of these are better than Dragunov. These are 100% better than Dragunov. It should be like that, really. This would be the top 6, really. But, you know, F it, I'm just going to do that. That's it. This is the list. It's not perfectly in order, though, but... yeah, that's my tier list. What do you guys think? Is this a crappy list? Is this a good list? What do you think?
This is the worst list in the world, Nath. I hate you.
I can't wait.